So, take two, edition 3. We have Slaven Belupo, we have Jeju. Let's go and find out. So these were our qualifiers earlier on. Pinguini was sacked. The other 3 only submitted that season, but as per these rules, they do qualify. Just FYI, in future that rule has changed. So if people do qualify in future, they will have to submit 3 seasons. So as it stood before this season, Warmine was the only person guaranteed to be qualified if we were going by those rules. But as I say, that is from next time. And we only got 1 submission this time around. Silver going up to that second place, which could make a difference. We will find out in a moment. So Division 2 then, with the real stuff going on. We know it's Slaven Belupo. And Frankie Carlos, unfortunately, another no result this week. Oh, he got sacked, I think. Bale also got a no result this year. 113 for me. 159 for Connor. He did really well. It's better than I thought. I thought I might just be able to catch him, but apparently not. So that was disappointing for me. And then Super League. Finn didn't submit. Algo, 177. Chris GLT, 180. Ender, 220. And Aldi, a big 245. So we will find out whether Vita Soy with 1 more will be able to retain his crown with a very strong showing in that final season, of course. So, this is where we were before this season. I'm going to do Slaven Belupo first. It was Connor and me promoted as it stood. And it ended up in exactly the same situation. Stina. Arsenal have not equalised because it was offside. Both I and Connor promoted. Obviously, it's quite complicated with people pulling out and stuff. So we'll more on that shortly. We have spent a while working out who was supposed to be promoted and so on. It's complicated, but it's correct. As for the new winner, this is going to be very close, Ender. Ender was 16 points ahead. Can he cling on, or is Vita Soy going to come back for his second win in a row? Sadly for Ender, he's actually finished 3rd. We have Vita Soy retaining his title with 790 points, which is excellent. Unlucky Aldi, only 9 back, and Ender 10 back as well, so it was very, very exciting, but not quite good enough to overcome the second winner in a row for Vita Soy. Congratulations, Vita Soy. Really, really impressive. Didn't think we'd get a double winner in a row quite so soon. But well done, Vita Soy. And congratulations. Undisputed champion of FMUL, because he is the only person to have won 2, and he's won 2 in a row. So congratulations, Vita Soy. Let me just... Anyway, well done, Vita Soy. Second time in a row, the winner. I don't know if we'll have a winner's interview this time, but if you want to, you're welcome to. Every winner will have that automatic right to be interviewed if they want to. I will usually push for it, but Vita Soy, if you've had enough because you had one this week, that's absolutely fine by me as well. It's completely up to you. If you would like to, you're absolutely welcome to come on and you're absolutely welcome to. Let me know obviously when you can do that. Congratulations, Vita. Fantastic stuff. Aldi, all I can say is Vita Soy was second for a while, and he's gone to first. Maybe it's your turn next time. But I think we can say, with 2 consecutive wins, and the only person to have won it twice, currently he is the undisputed champion of FMUL. I'm sure no one will dispute him that title. Unlucky to all of the other people who came close, well, the 2 others, Aldi and Ender. Really, really good. And this now, I've just realised I didn't show the... Wasted. This is the leagues for next season now. So, Vita Soy, obviously, Chris, Aldi, Connor, and Greyed Out Man are all there. We knew about that. The reason why Ender isn't there, if anyone's asking, is because Ender is taking a break for probably just 1 edition. So we are down 1 in that. No worries, Ender. Hopefully you'll stick around and see the rest of the stream though, and the others. So yeah, those are the 5. White Panther returning for this season with Finn, Algo, Bale and Warmind in Division 2. This is assuming that Warmind... Oh no, Warmind has actually said he will join in. Then Toguta, Frankie, Silva, Kem and Pico in Division 3. And then Division 4, at the moment there's only 3 confirmed people, but I wanted to make sure we had 4, and it just made sense to do it this way. So Gruti, Rolex and Pinguini will definitely be in that. Todge and Cami, at the moment, haven't confirmed that they're going to be there, but if they do confirm, in other words, if they join in, they are very welcome to. I'm not sure if they will at the moment, but we shall see. If they withdraw before we have anything else from them, then I'm perfectly happy to accept that, and no problem. But ideally they won't. If it is a 3-team division, all I can do is apologise. I wanted to have like a 4-league thing, and it was the only way that it made it work. So unlike, I hope that Todge and Cami will be there, and we'll have 5 in each group, and that will be lovely. But if not, then it will just have to be a one-off time for Division 4 to be a 3-division league. We will make sure next time, though, that we will have leagues that are even and everyone's got the right number of people and so on. But as I say, I just didn't know about Todge and Cami, and I wanted to make sure they had the chance to, because they're quite new to it. I didn't want to put them off. So hopefully Todge and Cami will be there, but I can't promise that. So that's where we are now. We have 20 potential players for Edition 4. Okay, and the next thing we need to do, of course, is do our draw. Anyone who's online now, is there anyone who'd like to submit a possible team for the wheel? Because there is a chance for people to do that. If not, then we will do the draw for all 4 shortly. Let me just get the wheel up and ready. And that's them. Those are the teams we might have at the moment. So we have, from Ender, the suggestion of Luton, who've been in the Premier League for 3 seasons. The odds are there specifically because the odds will determine which league they get allocated to. The longer the odds, in other words, the bigger the number, the higher up it will be. So Super League will probably get one of the teams with the 400 odd or 250 perhaps. Whereas Division 4 will probably get one that is sort of a bit bigger. I imagine Cavalry... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I imagine Cavalry will probably have quite low odds, even though they've had a really bad season. But yeah, that's what those mean. So we've got Luton in the Premier League for 3 seasons, but very long odds to win the league. So likely to go to Super League, I imagine, if they get drawn. Also Smederevo of, I think, Serbia. 3 seasons unexpectedly in the top division. A bit like Luton, really. Odds again, 450 to 1. Silva has submitted Osasuna because they've qualified for the Champions League, which I don't think they've ever done before. They have. I'm sure I did say. Ender, if you want to tell me how it's said, then you're welcome to, but I haven't got a clue. Silva, as I say, went for Osasuna. UCL qualification, which I think is the first time, but 150 to 1 odds of winning the title. Saint-Gallen, 2 times getting into the Conference League, so it's not so much that they are doing particularly well in Switzerland. They usually do. It's that they're doing particularly well in Europe. So it'll be interesting to see if you can take it further with them. We also have Sunderland, who have been promoted and finished 11th and 10th. So can you take them on to the next level? Perhaps get them into Europe, maybe even win a title with them. That would be exciting. But as you can see, long odds, so that's unlikely to go low down. This will be probably a Super League save, maybe Division 2 if one of the real big long shots come up. We've then got from me, I have no idea if this is the right pronunciation, but I'm going for Cibalia. They've been promoted to the Premier League in Croatia for the first time in a decade. So I thought that would be a nice one. We've also got Dukla Prague, who's quite a famous team. In fact, I will show you. Give me a second. So I used to belong to a Sabutio club, and one of the people in charge really liked Dukla Prague. So he designed our logo on their logo, so our shirts look like that. I just bought one and then I left the club for various reasons. So yeah, that's why I chose them really. But also they're not usually in the top league in Czech Republic, so I thought that would be a nice possibility. We've then also got Glentoran, who are usually the champions in Northern Ireland. They've won a lot. I think they'd won 3 in a row in Northern Ireland. They've won several before. They've missed out last year though by a long way, about 11 points I think. Still quite short odds, so I would have thought, I would expect even in lower divisions, I'd expect quite a lot of title winners. But, oh, God, what a goal. What a goal. Katie McCabe, take a bow. Great goal. Arsenal women getting back into the game. And then we have Cavalry in Canada, who had odds of 1.1 to win the title, but they're miles back. Now, they're mid-season still, so if we pick this, I'll need to quickly sim it to the end of the Canadian season. I didn't want to do that now in case one of the other two teams got picked. The other three teams, sorry. But I will quickly sim it to the end of the season. They're definitely not going to win the title, though. They're miles back. We've got absolutely no chance. They'll probably be mid-table. But obviously, they should have been a lot higher than that. So that's why I've picked them, because they've been much lower than they should have been. So those are the teams that we might be using. We need to pick 4 of them. Okay, because we are four leagues big this time. Okay, so I will go through. We'll pick each 4. As obviously this time we'll get rid of any that are picked once, because we don't want them redrawn. That would be boring. And then at the end we will allocate them with the highest odds being to the Super League and the lowest odds Division 4. If there are any that are exactly the same, there are a couple. Sunderland and Dukla Praha, I think, are the only ones actually. So it's just, if Sunderland and Dukla Praha are drawn, then I will do another draw to determine which way round they go. The only other thing is if they've equalised almost immediately. 2 goals in no time. So yeah, as I say, where was I? Sorry. If the only other thing is if there is a person whose thing it is, whose save it is, that gets picked, then we'll have to change that around, because we can't have people using the same save. It's not very fair. Right, I hope that makes everything clear. We will now pick 4 of these teams, just 4 of them. Okay, so first team, just a quick shuffle and spin the wheel. Let's see the first team that we will be picking for this next edition. It's going to be, I think it's going to be Dukla Praha. It is. Dukla Praha will be the first team that we have. And they are one of the oldest teams in Europe, I believe. Or possibly Eastern Europe, I'm not sure. But either way, Dukla Praha will be the first one. Now, they can't go to my league, because it's my save. But they could go to any other league. It was very close. And we've still got 3 more, Ender. You've got every chance still. Next one. It's going to be... Looks like it might be Smederevo. I think it's Ender. I think you've got your wish. It is indeed Smederevo. I know I've said it wrong, and I'm sorry. I haven't got a clue how to pronounce it. Whoever that is. We're going for Smederevo. I know it's wrong. Oh, it's right, is it? Smederevo. Okay. So that's 2. We've got Dukla Praha and Smederevo. We've then got... I'd quite like to see Luton come out. I want to have a go at Luton. Cavalry. That will probably be Division 4, almost certainly, I would say. We don't know what the odds are yet, so I am going to have to sim through. That's okay. But Cavalry will be 3rd one. So we've got Dukla Praha, Smederevo and Cavalry. We're going to go through some small leagues here, I'll tell you that. Will we have one person going for either La Liga or the Premier League? We will see. Luton or Sunderland would be fun. Sunderland. I quite like Sunderland. It's going to be Osasuna or Sibalia. It's Sibalia! So that's 3 of mine. Goodness me. I almost feel like that's going to look like I've fixed it, isn't it? 3 of mine have been picked. It also means that we have to have Smederevo in mind, because we can't have that in mind. So that's already fixed. So that means that the Super League will be Smederevo. Luckily, they are one of the longest odds anyway. So Smederevo will be Super League. I will shortly be sending that out. Also means I'm going to have to do an extra save, but I can do that, don't worry. Smederevo will be Super League for sure. Right, so Smederevo Super League. We then need to do the longest odds, which are Sibalia for Division 2. We're going to have Dukla Praha. Going to Division 3. And Division 4 will be Cavalry. So that means that I am going to have to send the same save for 3 of them. But one of them will need to be holidayed forward. As I said, Cavalry may well be longer odds than 1.1 because they'll have had a poor season. But they're not going to be 250 to 1. So that is definitely going to be the way we do it. So that is now the official... Right, yes, I did delete my chats by mistake. Sorry about that. We are going to have to redraw, though. There's been a completely legitimate complaint made. So one of the people in the Super League can't play in Serbia for completely understandable reasons. So what I'm going to do, I don't really want to disqualify Ender's team. So we're going to have Ender's team carry on. But we're going to replace Sibalia, I think, because that's probably the least interesting team. So Sibalia will not be played anymore. It'll be Smederevo will be Division 2. And we will redraw for the last one. So, as I say, we are going to keep Serbia, Smederevo, but they are not going to be Super League now. So, let's just... So this is what we've got at the moment. Smederevo, Dukla Praha and Cavalry. It is what you think it is. Okay, let's not go any further. Yeah, we don't need to push that. Okay, and then the last team, I think we might just leave this because if occasionally the Super League gets an easier team, so what? Okay, let's find out who we're going to have now. It's going to be Sunderland, which is good because they are at least a long shot, but they are going to be the Super League team, Sunderland.